Hello YouTube, it's me again, your friendly neighborhood Green Party rep for 100% Barbavert. Despite the anxiety from another member of the Green Party, I have decided to make a video about my spiritual beliefs. As I said before, this channel isn't just for the Green Party, it's for me. The many facets of me that exist beyond politics. That being said, I would say close to 10 years ago now, I began a path, a spiritual journey through a religion known as Wicca. In recent years, I've been drifting away from Wiccan doctrine, as it turns out, many Wiccans do, more towards generic paganism, trying to find out what really fits to me. That being the case, there are a few steadfast positions, opinions, and that sort of thing that I've been focusing on, and one of them, as it happens, is tarot. I bought this book last week, Tarot 101 by Kim Hodgins. And actually it's turning out pretty well. It's a very, very nice analysis of how tarot works. And a very... I can't say it's unbiased, because this woman has been using tarot for decades. Kim Hodgins has been studying tarot since she was 9 years old, though it doesn't say how old she is. Co-creator of 2 tarot decks, and her writing has appeared in Offspring's magazine, Pentacle magazine, and American Tarot Association Quarterly. All things considered, she's a pretty good author, I must say. I enjoy her work. Haven't read it yet. I'm about that far, so far, but that's okay. I've been doing tarot now for 7 or 8 years, and this is my deck, the Gothic Tarot of Vampires. And if anyone is squeamish about paganism and non-Christian religion, go somewhere else. I am sick to death of bigots and ignorant people who don't know what paganism is but are afraid of it. That if people are so narrow as to listen blindly... Pause. Okay, sorry about that. That was the taxi stand calling for Anne. Okay, and if people, as I was saying, are so narrow as to listen to whatever pop culture or Hollywood or the church or whatever says to them, without actually talking to pagans, without actually doing the research, I've got no time for it. So, Gothic Tarot of Vampires is my deck because the type of actual magic that I use is what we call psychic vampirism, which isn't vampires like that Twilight stuff that I wish I didn't have to have experienced, but it's a way of using magic. Druid type magic is one style, vampire magic is another style. Just like candle magic and elemental magic, and the list goes on. I Ching and Reiki. We don't actually drink blood, my particular school. We don't actually live forever. That will be awesome. It's a shame we don't. But it's just a way of understanding, a way of interpreting the natural order of things. The same way that the Quran is just the Islam translation of the Old Testament. Do your research, you'll find out that it's actually true. In either event, that's tarot, just one school of thought and how I do my work. I've also been dabbling in palmistry. There we go. The Palmistry Bible. This book is phenomenal. I've read dozens of texts online, but this one is amazing. One of the best how-tos I've ever seen. It actually outlines beautifully all the areas of the hand, all the lines of the hand, the different planes, the different shapes of palms, the different shapes of fingertips, and the whole 9 yards. It's amazing. I've been picking at it for 5 or 6 years, but as many of you who have seen a lot of my videos would realize, I lead a very busy lifestyle. That's okay. I've also got dozens, and I mean dozens, 40 or 50, other books on my shelf. Books by Ravenwolf, books by Cunningham, Frost, who else? Dunwich. I don't own anything by Crowley. I refuse. On principle, I refuse. The first book that ever introduced me to Wicca that I bought was a book called Spellbound by Teresa Mori. What an amazing book. It was brilliant. I wish I still had it, but in typical naive young Wiccan fashion, I lent it to somebody and never got it back. I would say I once possessed 3 times the number of books that I currently have, but ironically, young Wiccans stole them. You really got to be you really have to appreciate the religion and know what we're supposed to represent to really get the humor in that. That's okay too. In any event, Gothic Tarot Vampires. The tarot deck that chose me. People don't choose decks, decks choose people. And I've probably creeped most of my audience out, and if I lose my subscribers, that's okay too. If people choose to abandon a channel that they've been subscribed to for interest's sake, for politics, or the eco-village, or whatever, and you leave now, good riddance. Take me or leave me, but either way, take me as a whole. So, what else? I'm in the progress of building a e-coven, much like an e-book or an e-journal. A coven is a Wiccan church. Covens are mistakenly used in terms of vampires, but vampires actually use the term kiss, as in to kiss somebody, a kiss of vampires. I won't get into that right now. It's a little too taboo, I think, for my channel, but Wicca, I believe, is not. Or generic witchcraft and paganism and what have you. I am in the process of creating a group online, a website, whereby the individual members of that website can get together and converse and discuss pagan-y issues and introduce more people to the faith, teach them right from wrong, and what they should and should not do. By circumstance, not by choice usually, most Wiccans are solitary. Like an individual who contacted me recently, who shall remain nameless until I am aware he wants his name known, from Texas. Many people are forced to study alone because they have been scared to death by their church, by their community, not necessarily this individual, but many people do. My father is an Anglican minister, as I've often mentioned in my channel. Please check out my previous videos if you are unaware of that. Reverend Lauren Goss, my father, and Reverend Chris Goss, my brother, would probably wish I did not study paganism, witchcraft, Wicca, or whatever it is that they would call it. But that's their choice, and this is mine. I've also been studying a lot of patterns and Coventry and that sort of thing with a woman who goes by the name Clara now. And my respects to her. She is taking great lengths to improve her life and change the way she views things and perceives things in faith. She has been instrumental in creating the new e-coven that we're designing, the new family of online members that we wish to use to create as sort of a church. I guess Christians have churches, we have covens. That'll go up as we go, and you'll see the future videos, future updates on the Wiccan theme of my videos. And again, those who don't want to watch these videos, don't watch them. Those of you who don't want to watch any of my videos, go away. If you liked me before, as a whole, great. If you don't like me now, then that's your choice. Okay, I'm approaching my 10-minute mark, 12-minute mark. Questions, comments, concerns, drop them below. Again, I do tarot, I'm dabbling in palmistry. I am the organizer of the Grenfell Campus Pagan Society. I have been for the past few years, and have led many people towards Wicca. Some have fallen by the wayside, some have not. I'm hoping to have more videos posted in the future. If you want more, please comment and request them. How else can I know if you want to learn if I don't get any feedback? Thank you so much for your kindness in watching this video, and I hope to present more for you in the future. Have a great night. Okay, P.S. Assuming you can P.S. a web vlog. As many of you may have seen on the video, on the many videos, I do indeed wear a pendant. And for the sake of conversation, especially as it pertains to this particular video, this pendant is, of course, almost invisible. There you go. It is an ankh with a pentagram in the top circle, 3 trichetras on the 3 lower arms, and a moonstone in the center. The actual chain is 3.52, no, 0.925, dyscalculia, I apologize. I have a problem with numbers. 0.925 sterling silver, and thank you kindly Ashley McDougall for creating this necklace for me. Even the clasp, the toggle clasp, is sterling silver. Everything on this necklace is. Silver is holier to us than gold. So, my pentagram, pentacle, whatever we choose to call it, at that given day. So, again, I will say have a good night, and thanks again for watching. Bye.